Right, ladies and gents, hang on to your hats. It's now time for some product chat on the Krone stand with Mr. Craig Bryson, who you've seen in many of our videos when we've been doing the sort of Krone product sort of focus pieces and walk rounds. We'll try and keep it to under 2 hours because we are talking about one of our favourite subjects, which is forage wagons, and you've got quite a few new developments, haven't you, Craig?
Yeah, we've got a few award-winning new elements.
Is it award-winning, right?
Award-winning, James, yeah. Don't forget that. So yeah, we've got the ZX 470 GD. We've got the new onboard additive system we've launched for wagons for this year.
Right.
So that's good.
So how are you doing that then? Because that's quite a tricky thing traditionally with wagons.
Yeah.
Where do you put it?
Yeah, and especially now with the moving headboard.
I was saying you can't fasten it to that,
you can't really bolt it that either. So yeah, we've mounted it on the back. There's a couple 100-litre tank. All the controls are on the screen through Isobus, so you can control it from the cab.
So we're going for more concentrated, low volume dosage kind of stuff.
Yeah, obviously keep the weight a little bit low, hanging off the back. So.
I've got to say, yeah, a few undulating fields. You don't want to be ripping that off. But it is high though, isn't it? It's a fair bit.
Yeah, it's well enough out the way, so yeah.
And has there been quite a bit of demand for an additive tank on forage wagons?
It's common with wagons, yeah. There's quite a lot. It's quite mixed around the country. We see it with forages as well. Some do, some don't. But
that's it.
You've got to have something. We've got it in square balers now. We've got a few of them in the UK with the integrated system as well. So.
Right, so you got your additive tank on the back. Whereabouts is it dorsing it? Because again, that's another bit of a challenge.
It's piped to the front onto the pickup reel.
Right, so that's in just like fans, is it?
Yeah, a couple of jet fans.
Right, and is that before the chopping rotor?
On top of the rotor, so it all goes through as the grass goes through, so it gets mixed in amongst it as it chops.
Good stuff.
The idea.
So talk us through a few more features and updates on these wagons.
Yeah, so you'll see we've still got speed sharp, however you'll notice we've got quite a few more knives in here.
I was going to say they're more knives and they're a bit closer together.
Yeah, so this is the Optigrass 28, so we now offer 2 different chop lengths in the wagon. So we've got 37mm as standard, or we've got 28mm as an extra option.
Right, so as we can see here, this is the Optigrass 28.
Yep, 28mm.
Right.
So now the speed sharp on this, it'll do 3 blades instead of 2.
So
that's how we get
it'll do one bank, move over, do another lot.
Yeah, so it just keeps that system uniform and keeps it simple. It just has to do a little bit more work. So.
Right, so I mean, you probably just mentioned how many knives are in this one.
So what we've done, this has now got 50 knives.
Yeah.
So we'll show you in a minute, we've changed the rotor slightly to accommodate for that. So there's not as many more knives as you would think we would need, but it's enough to get the 28mm.
Right, so you've moved them a little bit.
Yeah,
right,
so I'll show you what I've done with that.
I was going to say, show us around here, if we can get in.
Yeah, we can't see this, we'll see this wagon, see the cut out here. So what we've done on the rotor, so you'll see the big ogre on the outside of the rotor on here.
Oh yes.
So the rotor chases the grass in.
Yeah.
And where the outside rotor tip is, we've got split cut, which has been on ZXs for a season and a bit now. So all the grass that goes up the outside actually gets thrown back round, back into the wagon. Because what you get in wagons, the outside stuff, it's got no knife edge to go against, so that technically go uncut.
That can
sneak in now recycle that, so it gets cut back in. So that's split cut. So that's another new innovation.
So you got a return system on the forage wagon?
Yes.
Right.
So just to keep that consistency. Yeah. You know, chop length's all well and good, but if you can't keep it consistent,
no, that's it. If you have lots sneaking past the outside of the rotor, then it's
that's the key to that. So that's the new system you'll see on the new RX range, ZX range.
Yeah, and still camless pickup.
Yep, still camless pickup. However,
there's
a new feature on that too, James.
Right, go on.
So we've got a hydraulic pickup reel now on the RX model, which now comes down to 33 cubes,
right,
which has been on the ZX since 2015. But it gives you complete control over your pickup reel speed. You can either have it speed related through Isobus, or you can manually set the speed of the pickup.
Right,
reel.
so speed related then, it will automate its speed, based on forward speed?
Yeah, on forward speed.
A bit like your foragers then?
Yeah, a bit like the foragers, and then it's quite a unique feature, so if you come to a lump, which you would slow down for, the pickup reel will slow down, but you can hit the boost button, which then gives it a kick back up to good speed to get the lump through. So that's a clever feature.
Yeah, definitely.
And they say that if you're doing lighter crops, it gives you the control. So what you would do is actually slow your PTO speed down. So you slow down the rotor, but then you'd speed up your pickup reel to then keep the
Ah,
rotor
you can
full.
really, as you were saying, you can optimise your throughput and intake.
Yeah, so it's all there. So the camera's just showing us this, the integral rotor gearbox here,
Yeah.
which is now driven by a power band,
Right.
which has also come from the ZX, which is now filtered through. So we've simplified the drive line. So you've got the tractor shaft into a split box. It goes across to your pulley. I'll show you on the other side.
Yeah.
And the pulley drives this gearbox. Main idea of that is the pulley actually absorbs peak loads.
Yeah.
So if you hit a lump,
So it's
the pulley can give a
literally
little.
the tension in the belt, is it?
Yeah.
That's actually absorbing it.
And we've noticed this year with the Optigrass 28,
Yeah.
its power requirements actually seems to be less than a old 37.
Yeah.
One with
What
the
about
gearbox.
maintenance on that? Is that less as well? You know?
Yeah, because you've got a gearbox less effectively to worry about. So
Yeah. Oh,
it's
this
a
is it.
fair old power band.
Right.
It's
It's a
on
bit
the-
quieter as well, is it?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to run. On the RX wagon, it's basically 1,000 in, 1,000 out. On the ZX, that's actually doing 1,100 RPM, so it
Right.
runs a lot quicker, just for higher horsepower tractors.
So for them peak loads, via this little tensioner, you might say,
Yep.
you've got a lot of room to play with there, don't you?
Yeah, and it can yield, so rather than that, the stress of that power going all the way through shafts back to the tractor, the belt yields a bit.
Yeah.
By that time it's gone, so
Right. And just going back to that hydraulically driven pickup, will that reverse as well?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a reverse feature, so it's great.
Right. It's got the lot, right.
So yeah, so we're lucky we've had a lot of these features have been on the ZX. Which
Yeah.
I think we've got a couple in the UK, but it's been more a larger volume
Yeah.
one on the continent. So now that's all come to the UK, we're going to get the benefit of all this on
That's it.
smaller, more useful wagons. So especially the 28mm chop on the 33 cube wagon, which is probably the most popular size. It's open to everyone, farmers, contractors, without having to go for.
Right.
massive
So we're seeing
capacity.
big wagon features filtering down onto the medium and
yeah.
smaller wagons, right? And this drive towards the the short chop length.
Yeah.
Are we then seeing, particularly in the UK and Ireland, do you think more people are going to go down the forage wagon route?
I think there's probably a few people that sit on the fence with forage wagons that are maybe quite apprehensive at going from 20mm all the way up to 37. Whereas this might be the stopgap that
This could just
ticks a
tempt
box.
them.
I think
Yeah.
it might, yeah, because it's becoming a more and more popular system again. But this might just be the thing to get
Yeah.
them over the.
Presumably, with more knives in there, it's going to take a little bit more driving, is it?
You would think so, but it
But-
doesn't seem to be. No.
All right.
Because I think because of the power band, because you're losing a gearbox, you're actually saving some power
Yeah.
transfer. So the test we done this year said against the older wagons there was no difference.
Right.
It's nice because I initially thought it would take more, but it
Yeah.
doesn't seem to, which is good.
Well, I suppose the only way to find out is we'll have to have a bash,
Have a
won't
go.
we? in
Yeah, we'll need
next
to have a
year,
go.
2024, we'll have a do. Good stuff, well, Craig. As ever,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, James. Good
I
to see
think
you.
we kept it under an hour or so, so that's always a bonus with us.
I know, still more time. We've got Lamb in January.
Well,
so
our
we can have
camera's
another
wrapping
go.
it up, yeah. We've got to be done by January, haven't we?
We've got plenty to catch.
Well, that's it, and there is loads more products on the Krone stand that we could talk about, but we are going to keep them, well, we're going to save, if you want, with for various other events, and
Yeah.
hopefully, as we mentioned, we'll catch them up, a few of them, in the field as well. So, spot on. So, once again, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Craig.
James.
Jobs are good.